Hey Virgo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for October 20th, 2025. This is for Virgo. Last shuffle for Virgo. So, Virgo, we have the Sacred Temple, we have Ascendant Masters. There's something about you needing to use your wisdom right now, okay? I'm seeing the color orange. Orange is really important for the sacral chakra. That houses our creativity, of course, right? Um, you want to start setting yourself up for a year from now. A year from now, life is going to be a lot different. It starts with you deciding that it's time to heal. It's time to heal, especially if some of you feel alone or lonely. There's something about you needing to realize or say, I do not have to prove myself to anyone. I don't have to prove that I'm worthy. I don't have to prove that I need to be handled with kit gloves. I don't have to prove that, that I deserve to be happy right now. They want you to tell yourself that you deserve to be happy no matter what your circumstances are. Some of you may feel like you're in dire circumstances and you may feel like you don't deserve to be happy for this to come out, but they're telling you to that you are. I'm seeing angel number 2424 even, and that number usually speaks of great times where you're understanding that you're worthy of affection, you're worthy of leisure, you're worthy of pleasure. Don't allow yourself to worry if you decide that this is healing for me. I'm going in this direction and it's healing for me. You're never alone. Don't ever think that no one would ever understand you or no one will ever love you. That's something that they want you to really grasp, right? It's time to start healing your situation. A year from now, you will look back at this time period and be like, what the heck was I thinking? What was I worried about? I'm seeing, yeah, the color orange speaks of the sacral chakra. And yeah, that angel number is definitely speaking of that. They want you to realize that um, you need to start telling people how you really feel. You need to start telling your family how you really feel. Maybe your significant other, you'll find that they feel somewhat the same way. Maybe not towards you, but in general, they feel the same way. And you'll find that everyone is on your side or on the same page. And then you'll see a way where we can work together to kind of create this interwoven, healthy, healing place. If they understand where you're coming from, right? If you spread love, though, it's not to say that I'm just going to start to complain to people and tell them how messed up things are, but more so saying, I would like this in my life. I feel like either I'm not worthy of it. I don't know why I can't achieve it on my own. It's just very important. Like if I don't have peace, right, and my heart's hurting, I feel sad about something, but I would like to feel happier. So I don't even know what to do. You'll find that other people feel the same way in some form or fashion. But like they're showing that you got to own your side. It can't be like a one-sided complaint about a person or a situation. It's like, well, I am accepting of this and I don't even understand why I'm accepting of this. And you'll see that other people are like, yeah, yeah. But I feel that if you spread love through that, right? Like just expressing that and then I just love you guys. That's why I said this kind of thing. It will find its way back to you multiplied. The sacred temple with the King of Swords, the Star, Four of Swords, and the Chariot does speak a lot about how where you're meant to be. You're meant to logically or make sense of things in your mind and move forward with that. Because the emotional side of things may not be positive. And that's why I'm seeing the mental side of things. Like make sense of it. Put it like state it and then logically explain, like dispel your fears by speaking your truth, right? Um, the Ascendant Masters is strength and eight of Wands. And Ascendant Masters speaks of our wisdom. And this is about knowing that you've really got to stay focused on moving forward. You cannot waste your time wallowing or being somewhat in a victim mentality. But you already know this. Now, the sacral chakra is being highlighted with the color orange in this. And that rules the sense of taste typically, right? And the number two, even it's the second chakra. You want to listen to 288 hertz music, frequency, and you can find any of them on YouTube, right? When it's the sacral chakra is highlights like the hips, the lower back, the reproductive system, pelvis, those types of things, right? When it's not, when it's open and balanced, you feel inspired, you feel deep connections with others, you feel highly adaptable, and there's no fears, right? We're experiencing life fully, and we feel a sense of inner joy. But what I'm seeing is a blocked one for someone. And the blocked chakra, a blocked sacral chakra, you will cause someone to feel imbalanced emotions like feelings of guilt and shame, lack of a motivation, lower back pain, urinary tract issues, or reproductive health concerns. And you may even experience fear of change, emotional instability, right? Same old thing, right? Feeling inadequate in some way. And so, in order to balance this out, you would want to do some like yoga that spreads the hips or opens the hips. You want to use crystals like tiger's eye, orange calcite, sunstone, and carnelian. And then the oils would be like sweet orange, right? Or orange, jasmine, sandalwood, neroli, and like ylang ylang. And the diet, things that you could eat to help balance that out, as well as like fresh fruits, nuts, seeds, and orange foods, orange colored foods, like oranges, of course, right? Carrots and such. Um, yeah, you want to spend some time near water, dance near water. I really do some things that open up the hips. Okay, so you got that going on, and you have travel here with the magician and seven of swords. The travel aspect of things would speak about how, like, where you come from and how far you come. There's this would say that we are no longer operating out of a place of like we're doing something opposite of what's good for us, right? That's what I'm seeing here. I'm not doing something that's not going to work for me in a sense. Or yeah, the travel would speak to that, right? The event that I'm seeing with the travel would say I'm no longer going to try to make something fit that doesn't work with me, doesn't resonate with me. Okay, that you may be doing things like that, but when it comes to romance, though, I am seeing that you have to work on a partnership or give that relationship a chance. You may be dealing with a person who you may find to be somewhat narrow-minded, self-righteous, maybe and very entitled. But it's important to realize that no matter what you're going through in that situation, you still deserve to be happy. Now we have creative endeavor with Queen of Wands and Seven of Cups. And this is telling me that you've got to find a way or find your happy. Find a way to find your happy, basically. They're telling me that you're really never alone. If you've got to imagine that you're like having a conversation and hearing all the things that you need to hear, having, you know what I mean? I know how that sounds, but there's something that you may need to hear, and you may need to imagine that you're going to hear this, right? And it could be that you imagine that your person is saying certain things, or like a relative or someone that really matters to you. You imagine that you're getting that feedback or getting that information or getting that whatever it is, that closure that you've been waiting to hear. They're showing that you may have to imagine that being said to you, and doing so would remind you as well that you deserve to be happy. You deserve to heal, and you deserve to get unconditional love where it's not something that's conditional, kind of thing, because it looks like someone's getting conditional love, and based on if you please the person or not, or based on whether or not this person gets what they want out of the situation, and that's not right. They want you to give it a chance, but come from a place of understanding that we're planting new seeds and we're healing. But they're showing a year from now things getting better. Whatever this situation is, a year from now you won't even recognize it. So this may be a slow going, like you need to go through the four seasons with this and with this person or in this situation, and then you'll look back at this year and go, oh my gosh. But it starts with accountability. It starts with being honest about how you feel, and it starts with being honest with how you feel, and also through by self, like not going through, this person did this and it made me feel this way. It's like, well, your side of things, which is difficult to do, right? We always be like, oh, that person hurt me. And it's like, well, what they did and said hurt me because of this particular wound, or maybe I was triggered through something else, and I have to take responsibility for my own triggers, not blame it on another person. Not to say that you're doing so, but that's what this is saying here. And that if you take ownership of things, then you realize you're not having to prove it, because it's almost like when we put the blame or the onus on another person, now it's like you feel like you have to prove your point to them, like, look what you say and look what you do. It's like, well, now you have to be honest with yourself. You're accepting of this energy, and then why am I so triggered, and let me work on that too. Not to, if it's blatant out and out disrespect, that's different. You already know it's completely different. But either way, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Virgo, a Gemini, Aries, or a Leo. You could be a Leo Virgo cusp, dealing with a Cancer Leo cusp. I'm seeing Gemini Cancer cusp also. If you're not dealing with these signs, which you don't have to be, these signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.